his way.
According to the church website, Lynn is the senior pastor at Deerfield Beach Ministries. Originally from Jamaica, he came to the U.S. in 2002.
Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. And this story, first of all, let me say this. When I do these kind of stories, right, I don't get anything out of doing it. So this story is done out of strictly a need to educate, a need to enlighten my people, a need to make people aware. This is an awareness video. And also, the main culprit in this video, I want people in Jamaica to find out where in Jamaica this brother is from. Look at the picture, tell me if you know him, and start asking those who were around him while he was there if anything like what happened now went on while he was there. That's what this is for. YouTube doesn't even monetize these types of videos when I do them, so it's not for a money thing. Understand? Alright. Now, there's a story here that says a South Florida pastor is accused of molesting a 15-year-old boy. So one of my subscribers sent me this. First of all, I got a notification from somebody that said, SouFlo, I'm on your channel all the time. I support your channel and I support your wife's channel at Brains and the Beat. Love watching you guys. Did you hear about the big mix-up with my pastor at my church right here in South Florida and he got arrested? I said no. And the person proceeded to tell me about how the pastor was molesting some child in the church. And I said I can't run a story on that because there's no proof. Right? I understand that you're telling me this, but I need something tangible. Something like it broke in the news. Well, I'm here searching through my email, throwing out the garbage and answering people and boom, there it is. Clip. News clip.
News at 5, a South Florida pastor arrested, accused of an unholy act. Police say he molested a 15-year-old boy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jackie Nesbro.
And I'm Juwan Schrader. Good evening to you. Police say that he promised that teen school supplies, but instead took advantage of them. NBC 6 reporter Andrea Martinez is live at the Broward County Jail in Fort Lauderdale, where he remains tonight. Andrea.
Yeah, Juwan, Jackie, he's being held on a $75,000 bond here, but police say this all started, like you mentioned, as a promise to get the boy school supplies. He instead took him out to lunch, then took him back to his own home. That's where he molested him.
These are serious allegations, and I'm with a minor victim.
44-year-old Maurice Dave Lynn facing a judge today after he's accused of molesting a 15-year-old boy.
Then the Lord will have his way.
According to the church website, Lynn is the senior pastor at Deerfield Beach Ministries. Originally from Jamaica, he came to the U.S. in 2002. Now he is facing 1 count of lewd and lascivious molestation and 2 counts of lewd and lascivious conduct.
I am going to impose a $25,000 bond on each count. No victim contact. No contact with
and the judge is Jamaican too.
A police report states Lynn told the boy he would help him get school supplies, took him out to lunch, and when he dropped him back off at his home, asked if anyone else was home. When the boy stated he was alone, Lynn allegedly pinned him against a counter, kissed him, and touched him inappropriately.
You know, when you wave your hands,
The police report also states the pastor told the boy's mother he was, quote, fasting and praying for forgiveness. Some disturbing details there. Now, Lynn has been a Broward County resident for 9 years, where he's been living with his wife and 7-year-old child, now the only minor he's allowed to come in contact with. And police say there could be more victims out there. If you have any information on any other incidents regarding Lynn, you are urged to call police.
All right, so check this out, man. I say this all the time on SouFLoTV, and I'm going to say it again. These people, right? Classic pedophile. If you check his stats, a classic pedophile. Not only that, he is also a classic undercover brother. How many times have I spoken to y'all about the single mom thing and how predators prey on children that have single mom? how important it is for dads to be in the picture. If not for anything else, just for some sort of a deterrent, some sort of a show of force. That predator will look at the situation as if, well, nah, because I don't know if that man might tear my head off, or I don't know if that man, you know, he's there. So I don't want to be there fighting with a man. They go for, mom's not in the picture too much, she has to work a lot. Oftentimes the child's left alone, they can't afford certain things, or that kind of stuff. She's backed up with bills. So here was his angle. Lynn, who is originally from Jamaica. Originally from Jamaica. Just like the story I did last week about the Jamaican man who was sentenced to death. He got the death penalty for raping and throwing over a bridge into a shallow water pond a 9-year-old girl who had been left in his care, and he was supposed to watch her for like an hour or half an hour, or however long it took that woman he was with, the godmother of the girl, to go get some weed at the weed spot and come right back. And in that instant, that man raped that little girl, threw her away, drove down the street, threw her body away, came back to the house and pretended nothing happened. And guess what? He was a Jamaican. And guess what? It was done in the US, and he received the death penalty. The fullest extent of the law. Yes, right? So here we are again with another one. I don't know if these guys think they can get away with it in the US because they've gotten away with it in Jamaica many times. And I'm absolutely sure, because a habit like this is not born overnight. A man don't just turn 44 and just start jumping into this kind of stuff. There are trails there. He's been doing this for a while. This is why I'm doing these videos also, so somebody will look at the picture and probably break down crying and say, yeah, you know, remember one time I was this age and he did touch me inappropriately and so I couldn't tell nobody, or come forward. Okay? They're actually asking other victims to come forward.
And police say there could be more victims out there. If you have any information on any other incidents regarding Lynn, you are urged to call police.
Now check this out. Lynn, originally from Jamaica, he came to the US in 2002. And he is the senior pastor at Deerfield Beach Ministries, according to their website. Now, let's talk about that. A senior pastor, right? This is behavior that is unbecoming of any man, much less a senior pastor. But that is a classic role of a pedophile. That is what they do. They seek to assert themselves into positions where it is a role of a person in a position of authority and a person that is well trusted. For example, like a police, like a pastor, a preacher, a deacon in the church, a teacher, a coach. These people have easy access to the children. Coach, football coach, basketball, volleyball, netball coach, teacher, math teacher, English teacher, whatever teacher. You can stay after class for tutoring. She needs extra lessons, that kind of stuff. Yeah? Alright. Police. Whatever the police says, everybody does, kind of thing. Pastor tends to be the same way. Well, my pastor said, and some of these women, especially these single mothers, don't let the pastor be a good-looking black man. And she is lusting more than anything else about pastor because she doesn't have a man in her life. So when pastor says, come on Saturday and don't forget to throw your tithes and offering, she'll make sure she goes on Saturday and she'll make sure she throws the last $50 she has left into that offering plate, and then go home and bug the kids about how there's not enough food in the house and underneath to watch how much you gonna eat. Better to take you to go do some school shopping because mom either can't afford it, or even if she left the money to do it, wasn't able to do it because she didn't have the time. Pastor or a coach. Yeah, mom, Pastor Lynn says he's gonna take me to go pick up my stuff for school and stuff. He takes the boy to get school stuff. He takes the boy to get lunch after, you know, butter him up, sweet him up, no pun intended, and then pounces on him. Len asked the boy after he dropped him home, who else is home? See that? He asked him who else is home. And the boy told him that, I'm home alone, mom didn't come home yet. I bet this man said something like, hey, let me go inside and use your bathroom real quick. I gotta freshen up real quick, use the toilet, and then I'll be on my way. Okay, come in, the toilet is right there to the left, whatever. Or the pastor probably had even been to their house before. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. That's when the boy said the pastor pinned him up against a counter and started kissing him in the mouth and feeling up his crotches. Pastor. The boy said he froze. Because he was, you can imagine a 15-year-old, the average 15-year-old I know, they're probably going to box it out or probably you're going to fight. But these demons know who to pick on. They're not going to pick on a kid. That's why I want my children to be like very outspoken. I want them to be some level of rude. Not take, not check kind of attitude. That way man can pin them up against corner and kiss them in their mouth and these kind of things. But they know who to go after. They scope it out. They see these children. I said it before in the other video and I say it again. There's a documentary out there where the most notorious pedophile in the United States of America gave an interview. And he broke down all the steps of how he went about getting to his many victims. They watch personality of the child and everything. If the child is too loud, too outspoken, seems too happy all the time, all this, they don't go after those children. If the child has friends and all that belongs to a group, they don't go after those children. They go after the children that tend to be quiet, withdrawn, like they don't really have a lot of people to talk to. They don't really mesh with their peers. They're from a single mom home, all that kind of stuff, right? In need of supplies for school. Lynn, the boy said he froze. And then when he froze, you would think this man stopped. Nope. I froze and then he started fondling me, he said. Then he stopped suddenly and said that he had to leave. Then he told the boy that he would perform a sex act on him the next time he sees him. According to the report, the boy's mother later, that boy, shout out to that boy because he told. Right away, he told. I'm sure he has to deal with the confusion now of what was it about me that made this man think I wanted to kiss him. I'm not into men, I'm into girls. Right? Or hell, maybe the little boy into men, I don't know, or into boys, I don't know. Because I see some of them find out from a very young age that that is what they are. Or that is where their lust leads. Or that is what they're gravitated towards. But for some reason I don't think it was that in this case. Because he told immediately. The boy said he froze, man. And according to the report, the mother, check this out, the mother later on recorded a conversation she had with Lynn. So the mother confronts him after. Could you imagine your child telling you this? I know as a single mom, the first thing she did was she probably was freaking enraged. And then she probably broke down crying. And then she probably thought about, oh man, if his dad was around to help me raise him, to bring in a better income where I could be around him more often, or maybe even just to be here when I'm not here, or be some kind of an enforcer just to help me go through this at this time, to help me protect him, etc., etc. That's why I stress the importance of being in your children's life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things happen to them when you disappear. So according to the report, she took it up on herself to confront him and recorded a conversation with him, confronting him about the situation with her son. And this is what the man said to her. Lynn told her, the mother, that I am fasting and I am praying for forgiveness, he said. I am fasting and I am praying for forgiveness. Now, he was arrested and he was booked into jail where he's being held on a $75,000 US bond. And this happened on Wednesday, records show. At this moment, attorney's information is not available. Now, let's talk about these homosexuals that are hiding in the closet, man. See, when I speak to my Jamaican people, because Jamaican audience, there are a lot of ignorant people that they keep pretending as if nobody in Jamaica is gay, and it's not Jamaican to be gay, or it's not Jamaican to be. There's a big difference anyways between a pedophile and a homosexual or a gay person. Let me get that out there first, because I don't want the whole gay community coming for me, telling me I'm calling them pedophiles, right? There are gay people out there that are not attracted to children. They're attracted to the same sex, and that makes them gay, right? But they're not attracted to children. Let's clear that up first, because there are some ignorant people out there that'll take your stuff that you say, run with it, twist it, and then you're in a whole world of caca. No pun intended again. Watch this. These men, there are a lot of them. I did a video a while back where I said a lot of these women have children for Batman, because there are a lot of these men that they have the wife, they have the life, they have the house and the picket fence, and you would think all is well at home until they get caught in situations like these. Now, had this boy been submissive, or had this boy been one of those forward ones, be honest, it would have went all the way, and it would have just been another homosexual encounter for this pastor, Lynn. And I am willing to bet that he has had homosexual encounters where he has not went home and told his wife, because she's the beard. That's what we mean when we say the beard. She's his beard. Because the beard is supposed to be masculine, right? Guys wear beard too. I'm just saying, but that's a saying. So they say she's the beard. A lot of these guys are like that. And that's why I tell a lot of people also, whenever you find men that profess to be straight, straying off the topic a little bit, but they are overly angry about gays or someone else's sexual preference, usually it's a part of themselves that they're hating, because it's mirroring. And it's like reflecting, looking at them. Otherwise, why would you be so concerned that it upsets your spirit to the point where you, them for dead, gunshot to my boy, and I don't care what they do. They're not doing it with my body parts, and I'm not going to their party. These people, man, closeted homosexual. Let's talk about how AIDS gets spread. A lot of women, it has been proven that a lot of women, particularly women in monogamous relationships, even marriages, a lot of marriages are infected with HIV because they are with what we call a down low brother. He goes the whole length to marry her. And I know a lot of people are saying, SouFlo, that's not a gay person, that's a bisexual person. No, it's a gay person. He's marrying her to have that set up so the family can feel like his father didn't want a gay son, his mom didn't want a gay son, his family won't accept it. It's not accepted in his community and amongst his peers, because he didn't come out at a young age and where he was able to live freely, and now he's in the gay community and he has gay friends and so on and so forth. So he has to hide and live a whole life of a lie. And in the process, these men are the typical men that go around double dipping, dicking, jumping fence side to side and bringing stuff home to their wife. I feel sorry for a lot of these women, because, oh man, could you imagine just I'm putting this picture out there so everyone can have a look at the guy, okay? And particularly people living in Florida, people that go to this church, and people in Jamaica, look at him good. If you can say you recognize him and tell a story that is true of your encounter with him, if there ever was one, because I'm absolutely sure that he's done this before. Probably did it a lot and got away with it and felt, okay, I got away with it all the time in Jamaica, so I'm sure I could get away with it here as well. I'm hidden behind the cloth. I'm pastoring. they're going to believe my story. And you know, there's some ignorant people in the church, you know, that are going to tell you that is a good man, is a strong soldier for the Lord. It's just the devil attack him, because the devil attack the strongest soldiers. They'll find any excuse. And the thing I don't get about this religion is you feel that you can live carelessly and dirty, right? And then all you have to do is fast and pray and forgive. And fast and pray and beg for forgiveness or ask for forgiveness. You're not concerned if the victim that you victimized forgives you. You're concerned about this God that you can't see or have never seen. So your religion allows you to live dirty, fast, pray, and ask for forgiveness, and you're good again. And then that same religion tells you that they call that falling or backsliding, or if you do it again, then you do the same thing, fast and pray, and you ask for forgiveness, and you're redeemed again. And you're supposed to be able to do this 90 times 9 or 70 times 7 or something like that. Oh man. I know somebody's going to be in the comment section ready to defend their religion and ready to defend their pastor and ready to defend their church and their religious beliefs. This is not an attack on the church, okay? There's a lot of filthy stuff going on in the churches, especially in these days and age, this time, that needs to be exposed. And you know the good saying, whatever is done in the dark will come to light? Usually it does, okay? It's just a matter of time. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Alright? Have you ever had any of these kinds of encounters with people in these positions of trust and power? Like police, pastor, teacher, coach, etc. How did you handle it? Did you tell anyone? Or were you molested and did not speak? Sometimes this platform is a place where people come and they're able to get some kind of relief. We've done live call-ins before where we had people call in and unburdened themselves. I'm speaking about it for the first time in 23 years, SouFlo. Some people are saying I'm 50-something years old and it still bothers me severely to this day. And this kind of stuff, right? Let it be that platform for this. Raise awareness and help each other to heal. That's what this is about. It's SouFLoTV, man. I'm out. Peace.